Oh snap. You hear a video in the background. It's probably because I'm trying to see the new Rust. I think that's coming. No. Okay. Oh yeah, now you can see the full screen of what's happening. Okay. So I know it's first coming to public test branch. What? So you're telling me the last Thursday they're gonna wipe? Okay, so that's for the reason. Dang, that was it. Okay, doesn't. Okay. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, so I'm gonna need this. Is four bases, three bases, yeah, like 4 bases. My next satellite abandoned, cap. Gosh, they're a little bit too close. So stupid. I think they're a little bit stupid though. I mean, I think I know why that's there. That door right there on the side, you could just jump out, bro. Well, when one used to jump out, like it was here getting raided, you could just open that door, and then like people that are raiding you, you could just shoot them from there. That's my theory. Okay, so first viewer. Alright. You comment something I wanted to see it on this. I could just turn on the setting right now. So that's what I will do. Alright. Okay, so we will be making a base. We'll be making a base somewhere around here. There's like so many bases around this area. Says space pen decaying. Is it rated? Kinda looks decayed, alright. Yeah, might be decayed. I really just almost wasted time. So we're just gonna be making. Yo. Ain't no way this person's trying to get in my base.
download videos to play offline. We're still watching. Get YouTube Premium. All YouTube, no interruptions.
What?
Halloween event is just around the corner, so let's remember what you can expect to get from this event loot. There are 3 types of Halloween bags that you can obtain: small, medium, and large. To obtain a small bag, you have to collect 10 Halloween candies, 100 candies for a medium bag, and 1,000 candies to get a large bag. Here's the drop table of each bag. I highly recommend opening small bags until you get a pumpkin bucket, as it will be easier to collect candies this way. Medium bag loot is average, and personally, I wouldn't open it just because you can get an M249 from the large bag. Now, since there are no drop table odds for the large bag, I don't really know what are the actual odds of getting the M249. We'll find that out in the loot part. But before we get into the loot part, I want to introduce you to Rustclash. Rustclash is the only online gambling website with a direct PayPal cash out option and
What the fuck? Look at this dude's neck. Fucking stretch neck. What is he doing? Look at him twitch it up. He's playing with his winky. What the fuck? Look at this dude's neck. Fucking stretch neck. What is he doing? Look at him twitch it up. I think we're all
Yeah, I'm in here.
nice. One less door we gotta go through now. I just... I think we're all
Yeah, I'm in here.
nice. One less door we gotta go through now. I just...
A breakfast croissant plus seasoned potatoes for $3, and they're red shirting you?
It's just a standard work shirt.
Hey, gotta stay humble, man.
Thank
Sorry.
Rust is a griefer's paradise. There's nothing quite like finding a guy sleeping in a forest and looting him before he wakes up, or camping outside another player's fort and killing her when she opens the door. For those who enjoy deadly games of cat and mouse, Rust might just be the best survival game out there. But anybody more interested in building and exploration, or those who aren't able to devote themselves to one game, may have a rough time. Every time you join a server, your life begins the same way. You wake up on a great-looking island, completely naked, as a randomly generated character based on your Steam ID number. You're armed with nothing but a rock and a torch. In this respect, Rust doesn't deviate much from the standard survival formula found in games like Minecraft, The Forest, Stranded Deep, or Subnautica. Using your rock, you chop down trees and gather rocks, which you use to build a rudimentary shelter while keeping an eye on hunger, thirst, and health gauges. Over time, you'll find blueprints that let you build better tools to greatly improve your chances of survival. That progression can feel stunted, because finding blueprints in Rust is unreliable at best. Duplicate blueprints for unneeded items are common, while essentials like a hatchet can be elusive. When that happens, you need to research blueprints for items you find in the world. That means finding a research table or building a level 1 workbench, and then crafting a research table of your own. All of this requires you to have hundreds of the appropriate materials on hand to craft, and there's still a degree of chance involved with finding the items you need to deconstruct. That leads to a lot of frustrating grinding. In that way, a lot of the ability to progress is based on the luck of the draw. For instance, much of the best loot is found in radiation zones that require protective gear, so if you're not lucky enough to find some, you're going to have a hard time exploring those zones without dying. All of that happens while contending with hostile players, which adds a constant element of danger. There can be over 400 on a single server, and they're all potentially dangerous. Like the once popular zombie survival game DayZ, it's best to approach other people with a distrustful eye. Cooperation is certainly possible, especially if you go in with friends, but most interactions with strangers seem to result in trash talk and combat. Often, that's just one player ambushing the other and killing them before they know what hit them. Unfortunately, the combat never really feels good enough to be exciting on its own merits because of weak feeling and inaccurate weapons. Don't expect the tense conflicts of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds or Fortnite here, though some Rust servers do have their own Battle Royale modes. But the stakes are high. Losing a fight with rare gear in your inventory can mean hours of valuable crafting and resource gathering down the drain. That does add a sense of tension. But that fear of losing everything persists in an unwelcome way even when you're not playing, because Rust expects you to spend most of your gaming time playing Rust. Your base will fall apart if you don't constantly restock its tool closet. When you're not contending with other players, you're busy scrounging for food, water, shelter, and heat. And even success is temporary. If you start on a new server, or your server gets wiped for any reason, you have to start over from scratch. At least after 4 years of early access, Rust performs well. What rough edges remain are limited to a handful of broken achievements, mild bouts of pop-in, and occasional rubber banding on high-population servers. For the most part, everything ran smoothly for the 30 hours played for this review. Rust is an aggressively competitive survival game that thrives on conflict and trash talk. Other games are better at the individual components, like DayZ for the tense player interactions, Fortnite for the Battle Royale mode, or Subnautica for the survival gameplay, but Rust blends lesser versions of all three together in a way that works. For competitive players who want a mix of survival and crafting, Rust is the best there is. For everyone else, there are plenty of other games. For more survival action, check out our reviews of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds and Metal Gear Survive. And for everything else, stick with us here at IGN. Rust is a grief.
Let me out. You're gonna lose this door. Let's save each other's time. If I have to pickaxe on here, I'm going back for C4 and going to do the rest of the stuff. Should I feel bad?
Hey, what's up guys? I will guarantee you one thing.
kid, man. It was almost difficult to edit the video. You can really feel the pain this kid is in, and this video game really hurts. You need to understand, man, what would cause someone to hurt like this? And it's this game, it's a brutal game. Let me explain exactly what's going on and walk you through this, guys, and you will feel the pain that this kid is in, man. It's brutal. Okay, so quick rundown. This game is Rust. I'm dabbling in it. It's quite fun. You start with nothing. You start with a rock, hit a few trees, build a spear, kill the bastards, steal their loot, make better weapons, kill more bastards. Until you finally meet someone who's bigger and better than you. So you've lost everything you've got and you have to start again with nothing. Okay, so now you understand why people build themselves bases to stash their loot. And half of the fun of this game is to infiltrate the base and steal the loot. By the way, this is my brother's gameplay, and he makes this kid cry, and he had to share it with me. That people build more than one door to protect the loot because of reasons like this. Now my brother's got a foothold and he wants to go deeper into the base. Mission successful, he made it in, guys, and now he's looking at the loot. This is their main loot room. Start to see what could cause these kids to feel all this pain. Okay, so the kid is being a little arrogant here because my brother just got locked inside the base, but he doesn't realise that he's definitely going to be seeing a different tune soon enough. Don't worry, guys, they're going to switch between Danish and English. When they speak Danish, I'll translate. They can some base elements in this game act as a spawn point so that when you die, you just respawn on your bed. Now, my brother's options are pretty straightforward at this point. When building bases in this game, there's a weak side and a strong side to the walls. And my brother has access to the weak side of the walls, so he can craft a few pickaxes and break his way out, and that's what the kid was referring to earlier when he said you're just going to pickaxe your way out. However, if you're smart enough, sometimes you can negotiate a deal. You want to make a deal?
Yes!
I will only take as much as I can carry. Yeah, Dad. almost just lost everything because he trusted them too much. Look at his health. Look at his health right now. He's got 4 health. One more hit and he's dead. He almost lost everything. So now my brother knows he has to break his way out. But something tells me that the kids are not going to be happy about this. No, I won't. Guys, if you don't know, this is the best loot that you can get in Rust, and it was hidden behind that door. It's not hacked. I'm recording everything, so you can shut up. I will despawn, man. I'll despawn. So, guys, obviously, this kid has been arrogant so far, but as the realization sets in that my brother's going to get away with all the loot, his attitude quickly changes.